Have you ever wondered why Jschlatt hasn't streamed or made content for the many different SMP servers that he's been playing on over the past few months? Have you ever seen Jschlatt appear in someone else's clip and attempt to try and find gameplay or clips from Jschlatt's point of view and not find anything? Well, I can assure you, you're not the only one. Now, of course, going out of story mode for a moment, Jschlatt made a video back in August of 2020 talking about the actual reason why he stopped streaming. And the main core reasons behind it is the fact that Twitch is becoming more and more BS with how they tend to treat people. He was not going to get partnered due to some of the jokes they would make on a regular basis, and then the fact that he wants to try and be like funny and comedic all the time, mainly because of the whole fact that he's a YouTuber born and bred and went into streaming after that. Either way, after you finish watching this video here, I highly suggest that you go check out Jschlatt's video talking about why he stopped streaming properly. Either way, this is more of a fun theory video just to discuss a few ideas that I've seen pop up in comment sections across the Epic SMP stuff. And whilst I wasn't smart and actually took no screenshots of all these comments that I came across, essentially the idea is that the Jschlatt that currently plays in the Epic SMP server is now just completely an AI with Jschlatt putting his own input in every now and then. Now, of course, the reality of this theory is it's probably not a thing. Like, let's just be honest here, it's just a fun theory and a fun thoughts thing that could put some form of story behind Jschlatt's lack of presence outside of Epic SMP content aside from the clips that he's featured in. But essentially, just take this as a theory video, as a fun storytelling video, just to add some more lore to the Epic SMP that could potentially be a thing that they want to pick up or they don't actually care about. So either way, let's go into this theory. So the biggest thing that made this theory become a thing in the first place is how Jschlatt decides to act throughout the first few days of the server being live. Now, one thing we can definitely confirm here is that in the first few days of the server being live, the Jschlatt that we saw popping up in everybody's streams was definitely the real life Jschlatt and no AI attached to it at all. Another thing that we'd know that Jschlatt was doing within the first couple of days of the Epic SMP server, that he was playing around with a mod called Balbertone. Now, for those people who don't know what Balbertone is, it's basically a semi-open source code that allows you to pretty much code an AI for Minecraft, allowing you to do a variety of different things. For example, follow certain players on an online server, mine out a certain area in the world, or just randomly start walking around and automatically path around water and lava and other things along those lines. Either way, Jschlatt was playing around with that mod in the first couple of days of the server's existence, toying around every time he would leave the server for a bit. Like every time he would leave his computer, he would set the bot to automatically start following someone. 9 times out of 10, the person that he would lead the bot to follow would normally be Wes, who in the story, in the roleplay things, they have a relationship in the server. I'm not 100% sure if it's an actual real thing or not, as personally I haven't bothered to look into it because essentially A, it's something that I don't care too much about, and B, it's his own personal life and I don't think it should matter that much. Either way, it's a fun roleplay thing that they're doing in the server at least. So, of course, Jschlatt being Jschlatt, he loves to toy around with Weiss whenever he's not, like, in the server himself. He leaves a AI to go do some things. Oh, and I should probably clarify, since there's 2 people by the WES name in the server currently, I referenced the Western Kuri guy as the guy Jschlatt follows. And I probably just butchered his last name to the absolute maximum butchery possible, and I apologize for that, but either way, I thought I'd just give you the knowledge of who it actually is I'm talking about, considering Westner is also on the server now. There are many different clips within the first week of the SMP server for just having Jschlatt follow around West for no good reason, as well as a few different other weird little scenarios, for example, where Jschlatt tries to sell his AI mining ability for a certain thing, which I'll just roll the clip here.
Do you need, like, materials? Oh, hold on. Do you need coal?
I need a lot, okay? I've stolen from Yuritsa so many times that...
Follow me, I'll get some coal. Oh, there was some down here.
Is this you or is it the bot? This is the bot. Oh my god! Pissbot is the best thing ever! Look at you go! You're just speeding through it! Wait, can you get him to get me iron too? Oh my god, look at him go! Look at him go! I mean, it makes sense now why I found a few tunnels in my strip club.
Alright, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Look at this. I just got 3 stacks of coal from that.
I'm trying to look, but
Look at that. Look at all that.
Wait, what else can your little bot do?
Well, that was just a demo. You got to pay for the full version if you want it. You know, if you want me to do work for you, I can, but you know, you're gonna have to pay me in one way or another.
I feel like I mean, okay, I get the trial, but like,
Maybe you
what
put
else?
that mouth of yours to use.
What else can I want to see examples before I get in any sort of agreement? I want to what else? What else?
Well, I just
can
gave you the sample.
Yeah, can I get diamonds? Can I get how
Oh
far
yeah,
can
you can get
Pisspot
fucking
go?
anything you want.
Anything I want?
As well as other bits and pieces that was just honestly some fun stuff that went down. And essentially later on within the week, Jschlatt would reveal to everybody that he was just testing out this beautiful mod called Balpatone, and he would reveal it to Wes, who would end up trying to kill him, but because Wes had no armor on and had no health left, Jschlatt easily kills him and Wes loses his mind.
So, this whole time, I was just your little mod test.
Yeah.
You bitch! Shut the fuck up! How did I die? How the fuck did I die? I should've. Now I'm in Swagger's house, dude. Jesus Christ, man.
Either way, that is where this potential theory starts to come into play. After he reveals that he was testing this beautiful AI mod to Wes, we now assume that he starts to use it. So anyway, let's roll on to the next part. As it goes, sometime after the reveal of this AI testing, Jschlatt starts to use the AI a bit more and more after the first few days, adding soundboard features that would be used occasionally to make some funny memes and jokes around other people. For example, the sea shanty where he would just be riding on his boat playing the SpongeBob theme music, or when he plays Funky Town as he strolls past Jschlatt. Of course, in most of these situations, Jschlatt is normally around somewhere to be easily able to switch off the AI and switch back to him controlling himself, to be able to easily submit and answer people's questions whenever they come up, or to make random different interferences. For example, when Jschlatt goes off at Swagger about the whole rats thing with Ethan's burnt down house.
All the hours
What
put
if I
in, all
got
of
you
the...
your very own personal rat warrior?
Oh my god. You with the fucking rats! The
Well,
rats is how we
what-
got into this goddamn situation in the first place!
Well, listen.
Yeah?
Fuck rats! I hate rats!
I
Another interesting thing about this entire theory is the fact that Jschlatt decided to start up his own clips channel, mainly because of the fact that a lot of people were reposting clips with him being featured into it to their own YouTube channels to gain some free views and sometimes on occasion some extra money. One of the most interesting things that comes out of this entire clip channel that he decided to start is that none of the Minecraft clips from the Epic SMP server that he's posted so far have come from his perspective. Almost all of the clips that he's posted via the Epic SMP server have come from perspectives of other players and after people. In fact, in some occasions, some of these clips will be taken from a random clipping channel on YouTube and reposted to his channel just because he can. But it begs the question here, why doesn't Jschlatt post the clips from his perspective and his point of view, as no one else has any form of access to his point of view aside from himself if he's actually recording when playing Minecraft? So it makes sense to say that that might be a part of the reason why he doesn't have any footage from his point of view, at least posted publicly yet. Because in half of the clips that are actually popular, it isn't actually him playing, and it is just a simple AI that has been programmed to make memes in a Jschlatt form of life. Anyway, that's been this week's beautiful theory, lore, story, video, whatever you want to call it from the Epic SMP server, and I do hope you enjoy this type of video. Let me know what other things you want me to take a little bit of a dive into for store/lore-wise in the comments down below, and until next time guys, make sure to smash subscribe, smash like, and goodbye!